And let's go to our first guest on the show, Lisa Walls, longtime friend of the program, senior writer, The Ghost Publishing. Hello, Lisa.
Hey, Brandon. How are you doing today?
I am well, thank you. And yourself?
Doing well.
All right. And you got the team over there, Eli, the whole team. I think your husband's a writer as well. And The Ghost Publishing. Give us an overview of The Ghost Publishing.
The Ghost Publishing is a hybrid publishing company. We are able to cater to clients in a way a boutique firm might, and our clients who publish through us actually retain their rights, but we're also able to provide the services that a larger company can provide.
Very good. Very good. And I'm a published author. I've written 2.5 books. You're helping me with my third book right now, and I'm real excited about quarterbacking success. And we are kind of in the final stages. So it's a great opportunity for business owners, entrepreneurs, pretty much anyone that wants to write a book, make that dream a reality.
Yes, absolutely. That's, our opportunity here is building the marketplace up with high value, with coaching and positive messages that get the business community to be influencers socially as well.
Yeah, exactly, because that's the game, right? The social media, social influencers, you get on customary TV, terrestrial radio, you're getting interviewed all over the place. You're leading with your book. That's going to help you get more bookings. And then when you show up to speak, you're selling books. You're even giving them away potentially to potential clients if you're in the real estate business like I am, which that's what I utilize my books for. And in a lot of those cases, it helps a credibility. It's an extremely valuable credibility tool as well, Lisa.
Well, and you can pre-screen your clients. You can educate them before they ever utilize your services. So you are dealing with a more educated consumer and you're dealing with a more informed consumer. And when they come to you, they totally understand what value you bring. So they value you.
Yeah, it seems like there's going to be a few books written on this whole GameStop, thing happening, and Reddit and the social media influencing. Have you followed that recent phenomenon? It's even affecting the silver, the silver markets right now as well.
I cannot believe the impact that this has had, and of course, our livelihood is spent making sure our marketing and messaging for our clients is solid and their reputations are bolstered. But it's just amazing how anybody could do a little activity online these days and elevate themselves to be the big shark. It's just unbelievable what's been happening.
It really, it truly is the American dream. You're able to, do some research. We just had Michelle James on. She's our tax resolution specialist. She's an attorney and CPA. And she had mentioned that she gave her son said, "Hey, can you give me a couple? Can you give me some money? I want to invest." So she gave him $2,000. He matched it. He put $4,000 in to GameStop, and that went up to $50,000 in 3 or 4 month period.
It's amazing, and it is the time for the little guy right now. Anybody can. There are just no barriers to entry in these big games. If you follow the right people, you listen to the right advice, and you consult with the right. Strategy, and, you're tapping into people who are informed, you can really do amazing things right now.
That's right. Yeah, it really is. And we're going to be talking with Shane Socash as well coming up, David Reynolds, Jewelry and Coin. He talks a lot about alternative investment and opportunities there as well in the silver market, gold, silver, precious metals, and some really neat things happening in the, the economy right now. And, of course, real estate's a great market as well. Now, you do have also a 45-day challenge, I believe, where someone out there says, "Hey, I want to write a book. I've always had this goal of writing a book." They may not necessarily have a lot of resources or funds where they want to hire somebody to help them, but this is a pretty cool hybrid version that you're offering. Is that right?
Well, yeah, it just ticks so many boxes for so many of the people we talk to. They really want to get started, and they want to make sure they get their book done. They've got the ideas, it just won't come. They struggle to find the time or the focus. This allows them to laser focus in on 45 days, and if they do what Eli coaches them to do, they will have a completed book at the end of 45 days. And we have people who've recently come through it. They're already in editing. They're on their way to publishing, and it's just been really successful for the folks who have done it. And we're just doing it again because it just absolutely meets the need for somebody who's got a passion and a message. You combine the two, and if you have some time over the next 45 days, you can actually get your book done.
Yeah, I love that. I love that idea. Passion and a message. So when you look at to have the passion about something, we've all got I've heard it said that, throughout life, if you, for example, I'm in my mid 40s right now. So you look at, sometimes people are asked, what's your most valuable asset? And they might think, well, that's my car, or my Babe Ruth trading card, or my house, or my boat, right? But really, it's that cumulative knowledge, skills, and abilities that you built up and you've grown and you've nurtured and you've read, X amount of books. You're listening to podcasts. You're educating yourself about the markets, for example. And, that's what you have to pass along. And that's what's very unique to each individual out there, Lisa.
Yes, that is your commodity that you trade in, and only you can trade in that commodity. But it has value. It has value to influence people. I mean, we have books that came out of the last 45 days, Brandon. Just through editing these books, we know they're going to change lives, transform people, launch their businesses, inspire productivity that people have never experienced before. There were books we were editing that literally were bringing tears to our eyes as we were editing. The tears were falling because there was such power, such passion, such life-changing words of wisdom within it. It was amazing. So the more books that we can bring to market like that, we can actually make an impact in our communities.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love that. Was that a fiction or nonfiction?
Oh, we've been doing both, and these are nonfiction books, though, that I'm talking about right now.
Wow.
When people are passionate, it comes through, and when they try to transform those words on the pages, they're just given a few tools and techniques, like the professional writers use. They can write their own book if they've got the time, and in 45 days, that's what it takes.
Yeah, that's right. And there's a lot of coaches out there as well. There's, the term life coach was really popular a few years ago. It seems like everywhere you turned around, you saw a life coach coming at you. But you look at life coaches, podcasters, author, speakers. There's lots of ways people can really harness. And by the way, if you just joined us, we're talking with Lisa Walls here. She's a senior writer with the Ghost Publishing. And you've also heard her husband on the show. You've heard Eli, the godfather of ghostwriting as well. We talked about the 45-day challenge. But, yeah, the coaches, those folks should definitely have a book. Absolutely. We work with coaches a lot, and often, they really do deserve an audience of more than just one. Their message is strong. They have a way of conveying it. They have experience working with people that makes them excellent teachers. Eli is an excellent teacher. These people who are getting into this 45-day challenge, I really hope that they appreciate what they're getting. He is passionate about what he does. He conveys it brilliantly. But the content of what he shares is, again, it's life-changing. If somebody can fulfill their purpose, write that book they've been passionate about for all these years, and get it done, it can really be a game changer for some people. Yeah, that's right. And it's something that, many people have had that goal of writing the book. They've thought about it. They know that it can help transform their business or just, their career, or it's just something that they had as a goal. What do you think's the number one barrier? Why do people not accomplish that goal? I think they get frustrated because they sit at the computer, and when words don't flow, they look at the time they're committing, they look at the focus it takes, and they just talk themselves out of continuing. Even if that book is pretty solidified in their head, translating it on the page can be a bit of a challenge if you don't have some tools and techniques. So that's what we're trying to offer. Yeah. And I love the idea also of converting the book once you've got the physical book, converting it to an audio book as well, because so many people, like me, I'm such a slow reader when it comes to actually getting out a book and reading. My wife, the complete opposite. She loves to read books. She devours books. I'm more of an audio type, on the go, throw it in my ear as I'm doing different things, or even falling asleep at night, catching up on a couple of chapters. What's some of your favorite books as well? Well, what you just said just brought to mind somebody new we're working with. He has a nonprofit up in Massachusetts, and it's a very, very powerful and strong nonprofit mission. And he wants to write a book to coach the young men that he coaches through life. Gets them back on track. Many of them have been through the prison system. He has a
really profound message for them. Well, his goal, and he's going to be working with us to do it, is to get that audio book out. Because as he says, my guys won't read a book, but they will listen if I give them something to listen to.
Yeah.
And can you imagine the lives that would change if he could get his message for the life-changing messages that he has into these guys who come out of the prison system?
Yeah.
It's amazing. And the new technology is there. It's affordable. It's doable. And we absolutely embrace it.
Right on. Yeah, absolutely. And then a couple of your favorite books. What are some of the life-changing books that you've read over the years and maybe, that you might want to mention for folks out there?
Well, we have one author we're working with, coaching her. She actually created her book, but she really just wanted to make it a professionally presented effort, and so we're coaching her through that process. She is a sufferer of bipolar disorder, and her book is actually geared to people who are suffering with that dilemma, and they are about to embark on something, a manic episode or a depressive episode. Her book is something that they can take with them and keep with them. And when they feel it come on, they can open it up and get her guidance. And, her goal is to help alleviate, this problem we have socially when somebody's prescribed medication for good reason, but they go off the medication. Again, life-changing for these people who are struggling with this. So, there's that. We've had, I can't even tell you this. We have a book we just finished editing for somebody, and she tells the story of how somebody tried to kill her.
Wow.
And how not only did she battle that real life dilemma, but she came out stronger. Yeah. She was, chased. She was hunted. She was everything. It's like a Lifetime movie, but it's true. And at the same time, her message is so powerful and positive. It's better than a Lifetime movie because you come out of her book understanding how we are equipped powerfully by God, by our our families, people who support us, to overcome.
That's right.
And she overcame, and not only that, she coaches, she teaches, and she can help people overcome trauma and drama, and it's incredibly powerful book.
I like it. All right, Lisa Walls, senior ghostwriter, The Ghost Publishing. And Lisa, what's the best website for you guys?
Definitely theghostpublishing.com, and that's our URL. If anybody needs to reach out to us, I'm Lisa and Eli is Eli at theghostpublishing.com.
Awesome. Hey, thanks so much. We appreciate you, Lisa.